Welcome to Paul's Outdoor Academy. As the title suggests, once again, I'm out here and I am looking for striped bass. Some people call them white bass, striped bass, rockfish, big old suckers. I don't know what y'all call them, but they are big. They get anywhere from, I guess a baby could be a couple pounds, but the big ones are up in the mid 20s, 30s. The giants, oh, I thought I had a fish already. The giants are going to be on up 50, 60 pounds. That's not going to happen to me today. I have not heard of any of those that big coming out of this area. I'm over at Watts Bar once again. I love fishing here at Watts Bar. On this particular spot, even if there aren't a lot of giant fish in here, I actually have a good signal and can go live. Whoa, whoa, there's, oh, dang it, I just missed a fish. That was my second cast of the day. One hit it as soon as it hit the water. That also means I need to get back over and try again, doesn't it? I can't believe I had one on there the second cast. That's pretty darn cool. What I did is I put down my electronics and just came over here and started looking around and was looking to see what I could find. I did mark a fairly large group of fish in this area where I just had that hit a minute ago, but I guess I just wasn't thinking one would hit that fast. What I noticed the other day was these fish, even though I could see them all over the place, they were not hitting until about an hour before dark, and then they absolutely turned on and just went crazy. And so even if I can't catch anything for the first, I don't know, 30 minutes or so, 4:30, let's see, starting around 4:30 Eastern time, they should hit, and hopefully they'll hit even sooner. Like I said, I just now lost one on that last cast. I felt a thunk as it was sinking, and I didn't set the hook like a dummy. And when I did lift up, it was on there running with it, but it was too late. It felt the pressure and let it go real quick. So this water over here where I'm throwing is pretty shallow. I didn't even think to look over there just yet with my, I don't see anything so far with my electronics. And when I'm saying electronics this time around, I'm specifically talking about live scope. When I'm talking about I looked for fish with my electronics while I was out with the big motor, I'm talking about the Garmin units, the Humminbird units. I was using my Humminbird units to look around. Hello everybody, if you're just now joining us, I'm on Watts Bar and I'm in search of the big striped bass once again. The picture that you saw, I can't remember which picture I used. I either used a picture of a striped bass or a picture of a chart. I can't remember which one I put up because I have a bad memory. But I've certainly been out looking, spent quite a bit of time trying to find these bigger striped bass. And today's no different. That's what I'm doing today, is I am trying to find these larger striped bass. I would love to catch one up in the 20-pound range because they are so pretty at that size. 20 to 25 pounds, they are just beautiful. And boy, do they bite. I mean, when they hit, they let you know it's game on. They don't kid around very much is what I'm getting at. Oh, so let's see. It is 4:03 where I'm at here in East Tennessee. And I don't know if the fishing will be good right out of the gate or if we're gonna have to wait maybe about 30, 45 minutes for it to start, getting on up into the evening before they hit. But either way, I'm here. I'm all for it. Megan, hello there. Hello, hello. I'm glad to have you here. Hey, you're my first comment. It's good to see you. And I just want to catch some big old fish. That's what it's all about today. On my second cast, while I was getting just kind of set up, I had one take off with it like crazy. What's up? What's up? Let's see. We got G. Lockman. Glockman. Oh, cool. So let's see. Let's see if we can't catch a few. I am going to have to look around some. I've only been here a few minutes. And I did see a group, a pretty large group, when I came in with my Humminbird unit. And it, I can't really tell how big they are necessarily. But I did see some fish. I see a tree right now. So I'm going to go see what I can find on this tree over here. What we got? Glockman Stoned East Lot. Hello, everybody. I appreciate you being here. I have actually, you said any bites. What happened was on my second cast, I was really just getting set up, wasn't even ready to start truly fishing, but I threw out here into the blue and I lifted up my rod and I felt something go tunk. So one hit it on the drop and I just wasn't really ready for it. And so when I lifted up and started to set the hook, I could see it let it go. It was on there for just a second and then it dropped it and took off. So hello there, Agafrake one. Sorry if I'm butchering that name. I do see a small tree out in front of me right now, but I was wondering if maybe a crappie or two would come off, but I don't see any. I see a few little fish over here. I'm gonna go check them out. But ultimately what I am looking for today are the big striped bass. I've been on a mission to catch these things. I'm catching them, but the ones I'm catching are small. I mean small. The biggest one I've caught was maybe 3 pounds. And then I've caught them 2 to 3 pounds, I guess. I caught one yesterday. I tried to go to live yesterday, but I was on a different part of the lake and a terrible signal. I tried really hard to go live. Kind of funny, actually. I went live and I don't even know why, but there was a bunch of Indian music playing. Oh gosh, I just saw a big fish jump. That was a stripe. What was that? Holy guacamole. I got to get serious for a minute. I just saw something fairly large come up right here in front of me and bust the water. That might just be a small hybrid or a fairly large hybrid, but that also could be a big old striped bass. Let's see. Come on, dude. Golly bum, that was a pretty fish. It's a big one too. Come on, you know you want this. Come get it. Come on, it's the pizza of the ocean. Except I'm on a lake. Oh my goodness, that was a fairly decent sized fish that just came up about 50 feet in front of the boat and surfaced and just kind of did a motion. Golly bum, I wish I could get a hold of that, whatever that was. It was pretty, I'll tell you that much. Let's see if I see anything on the live scope. I don't see anything. I don't know what that might have been. Anyway, I'm so glad y'all are here, checking out the videos. I see a school of bait up there that's being pushed by something. I'm gonna run up here. You may hear a little bit of a trolling motor noise. I apologize if you have to listen to that. There it is, that fish is right there. He's in the school of bait. He's about 100 feet in front of my boat. I'm gonna try to keep my eyes on him this time. He's got a school of bait he's coming up in. And he's just kind of walking around with them, I guess. Walking around as in swimming. Fish don't walk, do they? If they do, I'm scared. Man, oh man, I hope that thing stays around here. I don't know what it is, but I want to catch it. I'd settle for a 4-pound rockfish right now. Where did you go, dude? That's twice he came up. Let's see, let me adjust my depth. Okay, I see a few fish now on live scope that I haven't seen till just now. They're out there in 10 feet of water. Okay, so the question is, will they hit? Everybody thinks if you have live scope, you find fish, throw to them, catch them, put them in the boat, and it's, you know, you catch 100 fish a day. It's just not true. You can find fish all day long. But there are fish that absolutely are not going to eat. I don't care what you put in front of them. And so you have to do two things. You have to find fish, but you have to find fish that are feeding. It's not as simple as just go find them and shoot them. Not like shooting fish in a barrel. I see a few fish in here, but whether they're hungry, I can't say. Are you all able to hear me okay? If somebody give me a sound check, I'd really appreciate it. I hope you all can. I didn't bring my microphone and headphones set up, but I figured I'm just gonna have you right here with me. So let's see, let me look around for a minute. This is the area where I spotted some fish. Oh, right there. Okay, I see some fish. Hang on just a second. Time to put my series hat on for a minute. So what I'm doing sometimes when I tell y'all give me just a minute to get serious is that I see a few fish on my live scope, and what I am doing is I'm trying to see if they're going to react at all. If I throw something close to them, I want to know if they're reacting or if they just simply could not care any less. It gives me an idea of, am I wasting my time in this group? You know, if I come right across the top of a group and they don't move at all, that tells me what I need to know, which is they just don't care. They're just not interested. Yeah, like right there was a really large fish, and when my lure went over his head, he ran. So I'm gonna say he's not ready to eat. And I'm going to go ahead and look around some. Oh, now I see some fish out here where this starts to drop. I'm gonna throw out here and see what those fish are doing. I'm after the big ones today. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna catch some small ones. I was in here the other day with my brother, and about that last 45 minutes before dark, man, these fish turned on. It was just crazy. Once they turned on, they went nuts. Let's see, I'm gonna go right across the top of this group of fish I'm watching right here. Again, just wanna kind of see how they react. Are they interested? Are they gonna move? Are they just gonna sit still? You know, if my lure is right in front of their face and they are not so much as even moving whatsoever, which is the case with these, that kind of tells me what I need to know, and that is those specific fish right there are not gonna eat. Probably not gonna eat. Let's see, Billy Bob Thornton? I don't know what that means. I know Billy Bob Thornton. I'm not Billy Bob Thornton. I'm not sure what you mean exactly. But I do like him. He's a great actor. Are you saying I look like him? That'd be kind of cool in a way. Billy Bob Thornton. King David VIII. Oh, there's a group right there. Oh, those are some fairly large fish I'm around right now. You guys just not interested at all? Or what's up? Not budging. Now, what I found the other day when I was here, I found fish just like I just now did. Oh, look-alike. That works for me, I guess. The only problem is Billy Bob Thornton is 70-something years old. So that's okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I just tried a very small contact, which a lot of times, I mean, if fish are gonna react to something, a small bait like that right in front of their face, sometimes it's hard for them to turn down, but these had no reaction whatsoever. So now what I'm gonna do is just kind of look around. And there's another group. I'm gonna throw to these. These are about 120 feet out or so. Oh no, excuse me, those are about 80 feet out. And I tossed it way past them. So let's see, I'm just gonna kind of try to find my lure right now. I'm trying to see where my lure is. It's kind of hard to see how these fish are reacting if you can't see your lure. All right, I'm gonna throw, and what I am noticing is that the Alabama rig bite seems to be back. All right, so I've still got the Alabama rig, some big old white baits. And what I've noticed is in some of my last few trips, I started catching fish again on this Alabama rig that I wasn't catching there for a while. I can't say I know why, because it's still winter. If anything, it's even more winter. We had some days around 70, over 70 within the last 2 weeks. And then we had some nights that were in the 20-ish range, I think. And so I don't know what the difference is. It's hard to know how to dress. I'm watching my live scope, so just trying to see if anything's reacting. Hey, if y'all weren't here when I said it, I really do appreciate you taking the time to watch the channel to see what's been going on. Hope y'all had an amazing holiday season. I certainly did. For one of the first times ever, I took 2 weeks off work. You may think I'm kidding, but I think it has been over 30 years since I had 2 weeks off work. Hello there, the holy mackerel. Holy mackerel, that holy mackerel. Holy mackerel, what I'm doing, since I think you just joined, is I am trying to catch striped bass. Now, this water's very clear. I don't know if I can get them to hit or not where I'm at right now. I'm in 10 feet of water. I just now threw an Alabama rig right on top of a group of fish. Let's see if they're going to react to it or not. So far, no reaction. Okay. I'm going to move out here a little bit further out because there's definitely a bigger group of fish right over here. I'm going to try a little bit of everything. There's a big group right there. That's what I like to see. There we go. That's a good group. I'm going to come right across the top of the head of all these fish. They're sitting right on the bottom. There's a whole bunch of them. And the other day I came over here and was doing this. They would not budge. They wouldn't hit anything I put on top of them. But then about 45 minutes before dark, bam, they went crazy. And it was so fun. So here's what I'm doing. I'm throwing this big old Alabama rig and I'm putting it out there about 80 feet. And then I'm trying to just kind of reel it slow, put a little bit of action in it. What I'll do, and you may have seen other people do this, is I'm reeling like this. Occasionally I'll do this to just put a little bit of a, what that's basically doing is it kind of makes it look like they're all of a sudden, something spooked them and they flutter forward really quick is what I'm trying to do. I see a lot of fish in front of me, so we'll see if any of them have any interest. There's a good group. I see at least half a dozen medium-sized fish right in front of my boat right now. They're in 10 feet of water. Nothing, no reaction whatsoever. No reaction. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to change views temporarily. I'm going to show you what I'm watching. And I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. All right, I'm back. I'm hoping that you all can see. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's my live scope. I'm gonna use my fishing rod. See that? It's all fish. And so I've already thrown a couple of times at them. They have not responded whatsoever. What'd be really cool would be if you could actually watch the lure go over them and see how they react, but it's a little bit harder to see that lure. Sometimes it's really light colored. Let me change the depth. Boy, there they are. Surely you can see those. Looks like people standing up out there, huh? But as you can see, no reaction. Let me try that again. Let me move the spot lock about right there. And let's see. So I'm gonna try a couple different things. There's not much wind, but there is some wind. What I'm gonna do, I'll turn the trolling motor way down. Look at all the fish. Why are they not hitting? Remember what I said at the beginning is the live scope may help you find the fish, but that doesn't make them hit the lure. These fish look like they are not feeding. They're just chilling. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna let this lure go right over there. I may actually just let it fall right into them and just see if any of them, by any chance, just grab it on the drop. Nope. Yeah, I want to know what those are. They're in 10 feet of water. I have my trolling motor set, excuse me, I have my live scope set on 105 feet distance. And so they can't be super small on that kind of range. I mean, those have got to be fairly decent sized fish, don't you think? See all of them? Okay, they don't seem to want a Keitech. I'm gonna switch to a reaction. Actually, I'll tell you what else I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop the tiniest little bitty grub down on their face. See this little grub? Let's throw this little doohickey. As you can see, I'm not very far out there. It's unfortunate, I just cannot get this to go out very far. Okay, there they are. Let's throw this little grub at them, see what happens. What I'm trying is a variety of sizes of baits. I've tried a 2.8 Keitech. Now I'm trying a 1-inch grub. Because I want to see, okay, if you're not going to hit a 2.8-inch bait, would you possibly hit a little 1-inch bait? Now, for all I know, those are carp. You know, I do have something small. Can you see it on there? There's something small following my bait right here. That's my bait. And that second line right behind it is a fish. It at least was looking at it, but just would not hit it. Let's see. Can you hit it? Twitch, twitch, twitch. Won't hit it. What do you suppose that is? Okay, they won't hit that. Let's try something different. Okay, I'm gonna try a jerk bait that's roughly the size of the shad that they're currently eating. They're currently eating threadfin, and so this is pretty short, little Rapala rap shad, whatever they're called. I'm gonna throw this, and it probably will only go down about 3.5 feet deep. So we'll see if they react at all to that. Let me get the boat over here just a little bit, right there. I'd like for y'all to be able to see as it comes through there, but it's harder to see these. especially when they just don't go very deep. You're gonna have to look at the very top of the screen. You see it there? Yeah, this is only going 2 feet. Okay, I'm gonna swap up to one that goes deeper. All right. We're gonna try this, which is a Berkley Stunner. I think it's called a 110 plus 1. I mean, it definitely looks like a megabass, but it's definitely not a megabass. I think it's called a Berkley Stunner. Let's see. Yeah, it's a Stunner 112 plus 1. So let me get lined back up. You see all of them up there. Okay. I'm gonna have to go a little bit deeper. Okay. Now this, if I play my cards right, will go on down. Should be at least close to 3 feet above their head, maybe. It's enough. I do know that if they're looking for a reaction bite, they should hit this. Okay, this is going down to 6 feet. Now that I can find it on there and I know it's showing up, I'm going to head just a little closer to them. See all those fish? Oh man, look at all of them. All right. Now let's see if we can get any kind of reaction out of them. If I go right across their head. They're just far enough out that by the time I'm getting it down to where I think they would come after it, I'm too far past them. Now the other thing is, my camera's kind of right in the way. Let me get a little bit closer. Okay. Now these fish here in about 45 minutes might absolutely just come to life in a big kind of way. Let's see. Nope, I'm gonna have to throw it further than that, aren't I? That's not close to them either. All right, here we go. Here's the one. That is way out there. Now I'm right above their head this time. So we'll see if what they're looking for is some kind of reaction. Okay, these fish are not reacting at all. So I tell you what, let's do. I'm gonna look around for another group because I've tried a bunch now and those are just simply not reacting at all. And so I'm gonna look around a little bit. There's plenty of fish. I mean, I'm looking at just so many fish. And all it's gonna take is the right group. In case you're like, well, what's the right group? It's the group that will eat. Andrew Batang, R7K, good to see you. They really do help. They definitely don't put my fish in the boat. And I was explaining to somebody earlier that, you know, even if you have the live scope and can see the fish, you just saw the perfect example, they won't hit. I mean, if they're not hungry, there's nothing in the world you're gonna do to catch them. It helps me to do two things. It helps me to locate fish. It helps me to see if they're going to react to what I'm throwing around them. And what I'm doing right now is I'm putting a jerkbait right above their head. I don't see a single fish in the group I'm currently looking at reacting at all to my jerkbait. Not in the least. Okay, no reaction, so let's try something else. Let's go back to the Alabama rig for a second. Sometimes this Alabama rig is the bomb, because it looks like, you know, a group of shad minnows, not just one single one. And that's kind of what they're in here looking for right now. I mean, these fish largely want to focus on minnows, but they're gonna have to be hungry. They're gonna have to want to eat. See, I know, I forgot, I turned my camera around. I just came over the top of about 30 large fish, no reaction, nothing whatsoever. So what can we conclude then? Well, you can't really conclude anything. You can conclude that those group of fish didn't want to eat. So now I'm going to try a different group. It's in a different location. There are fish absolutely everywhere right now in here. No reaction, nothing. Okay, well, I'm not going to waste my time on fish that are not going to eat. So let's go. Let's go a little bit further to the left, to my left. I see some birds way down there diving, but here lately that's only been so effective as chasing the birds. Boy, there are some serious fish in here. I want you to look. I'm gonna put you all back on this, because it's just amazing to look at these things. Hopefully, just about any time now, these fish are going to go into wide open food mode. And when they do, I'm hoping it's going to get real interesting. All right, you should be able to see that this time when it comes across. Hopefully. Man, I'm right above their head. If anything, I see them going down. You all may or may not be able to see that, but if anything, as I'm going across them, most of them are going down to the bottom. So those fish, not eating, period. Those fish are not eating, period. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, while I'm waiting to see if the fishing, is all of a sudden going to come alive, I'm just going to keep throwing a variety of baits to look and see if I can find something these fish will hit. Right now my goal is just, I need to know what these things are. So I'm just going to let my lure sink right down to the bottom. And I'm going to pull it across the bottom at a snail's pace. It's just barely moving. By doing this and going back and forth and yada yada, I'm eventually going to find a group that is not just sitting there because they want to get a suntan, right? They're going to eventually find I'm eventually going to find a group of fish that's hungry. I see the birds are down there kind of in a creek channel compared to where else I've been. I'm up here sort of on a flat, and those birds that are way down the lake are sort of in a creek channel. And since these are just absolutely not responding whatsoever, I think I'm going to go down there. I'm going to give you all a view of the lake for a few minutes. I just want you to be able to see how pretty it is and see what I see. It's just really, really, really pretty out here. I'm going to lift you up some so I can see what you're doing. Oh, look how pretty. I'm going to continue to throw as I work my way out. I'm seeing fish everywhere, but I'm not seeing fish that are going to eat. So, sorry I keep sniffing, but dadgummit if my nose isn't running all over everywhere. What's really cool with this method is that, whoa, there's one. Hey, hey, there's one. Oh my goodness. What is that? Oh, it's a drum. Look at this thing. Is that a drum? Oh, you know what? I wonder if that's what it is. My goodness, look at this. I gotta try to get you all a view of this thing. I think it's just a drum, but let me get it up where I can see it. I might have even snagged it. I'm gonna be honest, that's some kind of species that I'm not used to seeing around here. I think I just snagged him, but look at the size of this thing. Let's get him in the boat. Okay, I see. I'm with you now. What would it take to let me grab your mouth and get you out of the water? I want to show my viewers what you look like. Well, maybe not. Okay, so he got off. Okay, that fish, I had just snagged that fish. That was just a carp. Just a regular old carp, but he left junk on here like a catfish, and he was just snagged. He didn't hit this. But that actually, I'm very appreciative of that, because that tells me what I'm down there fishing for may not be anything I'm interested in to begin with. All these fish, I'm gonna show them to you. All that may just be a bunch of carp, which would very easily explain why they have no interest in feeding on this. Mr. Phenomenon 2976, shovel around your ice house so there's more light and blow air under the ice. Your ice house? Oh wait, never mind. Okay. Well, it's definitely a good thought to shovel around in your ice house. But I'm actually on the lake in a boat. So I'm just gonna kind of like let you look around. Okay, so I have a very strong feeling all those giant markings, which are big fish, it's good to know it really is a bunch of big fish, is actually just a bunch of drum. That really explains a lot. I've never caught a regular drum on a Keitech. You know, I've never caught a drum like this. I've caught drum on hamburger, corn. I bet you every one of those marks are drum. That makes so much more sense. I'm headed down here where these birds are. I appreciate y'all watching today. You can see those birds diving right down there. If nothing else, it at least means there is some bait down there that may be hanging out closer to the top. But I'm just going to keep working my way down there to them, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to keep fishing. Okay, so all you guys are probably just a bunch of carp. All right. So let's go down here and get away from the carp. That's really interesting because now I know. I've found those same fish in that same spot 2 or 3 times now, and they never want to hit anything. I bet you every time I have come through there and found that school, it's been these big old dang carp. Isn't it pretty outside though? Man, it's beautiful. So where's everybody from? I see a few watchers. I am in East Tennessee. I'm on Watts Bar River, which is a reservoir. It's an impoundment, I guess. Some people call them an impoundment. I don't know. I call it a reservoir. It's the Clinch River, Tennessee River, Emory River. You got a little bit of everything here. And where I'm at specifically, I guess most people would just say Watts Bar. I'm in Roane County. I'm in really shallow water. I think that's probably a mistake. Could be another reason those carp are laying in here is just to kind of stay warm. If you're watching and I haven't said hello specifically to you, I apologize. I've tried to say hi to everybody. I'm currently looking for something other than carp, and I see the birds diving down here, and I'm hoping that means there's something going on. And we're gonna find out. Look how pretty. It's just such a beautiful view. Y'all like that view? Tell me what you'd rather see. Would you like to see the surroundings? I know you don't want to see me, but do you want to see the depth finder? Do you want to see live scope? Do you want to see the fish diving? Excuse me, do you want to see the birds diving? I'm gonna head over here because there are quite a few birds in this area. I can see them on the screen. Hopefully you can see them pretty good. I know something I'm gonna do. I'm gonna clear my screen of all the garbage because it's so full of stuff. Okay, cool. I erased all my tracks that were all over the place, and I just erased my waypoints that I have set on there. So the ones that you'll see now, if I go back to that screen, are going to be ones that are on my big unit, not the ones that are on my small unit. If you're curious about my setup, I have a 10-inch Humminbird unit with side imaging and down imaging on the front of the boat. I have a Garmin 10-inch unit for live scope at the front of the boat. On the back of my boat at the console, I'm running a 15-inch unit Humminbird Generation 4 so that I can, you know, get out and just look around. Use my electronics to try to find fishies. Now I know today the fish that I originally graphed most likely were all carp. And I'm actually very glad that I know that now. That really helps me to eliminate some bad water. All right, let's see. What I'm doing is I'm just kind of scrolling around, looking with my trolling motor, seeing if I can find some more fish, trying to get kind of away from where all those carp were to see if I can find some actual feeding fish. Usually a pretty big difference between the two. Hello, Glenn. Good afternoon. It is absolutely beautiful here. I have to agree with you. We've had the craziest winter so far here in East Tennessee because we've had days where it was just right around 20. I think it may have even been below 20 a couple of days. But then we've also had days in the mid 70s within just the last couple of weeks. Today is about 55, I think, here. Around 55 degrees. But, oh, it's just so pretty. Okay, now here's some more fish that I'm watching. And these are on a different part of the lake, and they're on a drop where the water goes down to the deep stuff. I'm gonna see if I get the exact same reaction out of these fish that I've gotten out of all those carp. If these fish will start reacting to this bait, then maybe I have found something other than carp finally. Okay, so far nothing. Okay, let me throw this right over their heads and see if they'll react at all. That mark you saw in the water is where my lure just hit. What I'm going to do is see, do these fish react at all? So far I got zero reaction. Yeah, okay. So let's just go ahead and say those are not what I'm after. I'm gonna find another group, which is right here. I'm gonna throw to them. That wasn't it. Let's see. Changing my trolling motor is now pointing in a different area. Something I need to learn is how to identify fish better on my live scope. See a whole lot of fish in here. Absolutely zero reaction whatsoever to my Keitech. So let's go on. I'm just going to keep going. See what I can find. Uh-oh, I think I may have just found some. I did. Okay, so there's one that actually came straight up. Oh, dang it, did you get off? You sure did. Okay, that's okay. That tells me something. Now look at the difference. I'm gonna show you the difference. Okay, this group of fish that as soon as my lure got anywhere close to them, they reacted. It's that group right there. Now, he got off, unfortunately, but as soon as it got anywhere near him, one attacked it. So those are obviously not carp. Oh, they're hitting it. There he is. Okay, I got that one. Let's see what he is. I'm gonna say yellow bass because it's fairly small and there's so many of them, but you never know. Let's see. It is, I think it's a hybrid. Hang on. No, what are you? I believe it's a hybrid. Let's see. You tell me, is this a, is that a hybrid? Let go of my lure. I think that's a hybrid. I believe that's what that is. Yo ho! All right, that was cool. Okay, now we saw him eat 100%, that group right there. Let's go back down here. 100%, some of those are striped. Now, whether they're hybrids, yellows, or what, I don't know. But boy, you talk about a difference in what that group looks like. You see how they're kind of all clustered together? Oh, shoot, I think I just missed one. Bam, I didn't miss him that time. Here we go, got another one. There's so many of them and they're clustered together like that. I think a lot of these are gonna be little yellow bass. Like this one. That's gonna be, that's a yellow bass, right? I think I have you all zoomed in. Oh, I do, sorry about that. There you go. That's a yellow bass. And I have a feeling that's what a whole lot of these are gonna be because there's so many of them. And what I'm looking for is something big mixed in with the small. But what a difference. I mean, they're already coming up at my lure right now looking at it. And when I was with all those other, oh, there's another one. There's another one. Let's see what this one is. This will be the third one out of that same group. And you can see them on there. They're like coming up after it, right? You all see that? Hope y'all can see that because it's pretty cool. There's another yellow. Let me get him off here. Hey, dude. How you doing? Can I have my bait? Can I have my bait? There's that one. A little yellow. It's pretty. But you see that school right there? Let's see if I can get you all to watch this, how they react to this. Oh, shoot. I missed them a little bit. Okay, you can see it falling down to them right now. Now look at them. See them coming up? You see all of them coming after it? That's the difference in fish that have no interest in feeding and fish. Ah, there's another one. Oh, yeah. These fish are hungry. Now, they may all be these little bitty yellow bass. Let's see what this one is. Yep, little yellow. So that's what I'm after. I mean, not quite. I'm after the striped bass. My hope is that somewhere in this area, now that I have come over here and actually found some fish, is that somewhere in here I'm going to start finding those big hybrids. It seems to me when I find those, I suddenly start also catching a few of the striped bass. And all it's going to take is, you know, the right one. I just want y'all to see one of the big ones. Basically, that's what it boils down to. There's a hit. You see those that are up off the bottom? They're hitting my lure. Here they come. See them? They're flying up to get to it. I'm going to get it away from them because they're all small. But look at those. Look at all those fish. Look at that craziness. See them coming up? There's a bigger one right there. Come on, get it. Get it. Don't let the little ones have it. Get him, boy. There he is. Oh, dang it. He got off. Let's see if another one. There's another one. He's coming up. They're coming up. He's coming up. Bing, 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 bing. Let's try it again. I had a big one for a minute. Doggone it. So, yeah. See all those fish coming up? That's my lure they're coming up for. These right here that were in that area. Watch those for just a minute. See how they're up off the bottom? That's because my lure's in there. Now the small ones are back. I'm gonna try to keep it. Oh boy, gosh, one nailed it right at the trolling motor. Scat me plumb to death. Let's see. Good afternoon, beautiful weather. Yes, it is. That thing got a hit me. Boy, I wish it did. Wouldn't that be cool? Paul touched my brother and 27 of his friends. Now, what in the heck does that mean? Hey, New Year's Eve, Beavis Brown. I hope you had a great one. What the heck does that mean, James Johnson? Am I going to have to block you? Come on, man. I don't know why people think that's the fun thing to do, to get on here and say crap like that. All I can tell you is I just won't tolerate it. I mean, if you're making stupid comments like that, I'm going to block you every single time. I have moderators on my channel. They're going to block you every single time. They were third grade little boys. Well, that's great. So I'm really sorry. I'm just going to do this, and then I'm going to take you. And if you make one more comment, I'm kicking you totally off. Actually, I'll just report you to YouTube. So you go right ahead and act stupid all you want to, but not on my channel, thanks. Why you touched them? James Johnson. Oh man, oh man. Mr. Johnson, child abuse. Yep. Well, you've been reported, my friend. Oh well. Hello there. James took your message out, my friend. You know what I really wish is that the people that get on my channel and act up a fool like that and make comments like that sometimes will just come over here and let me just have a little conversation with you. Oh shoot, just lost one. Oh, lost another one. Well, I'm finally in the area where the fish are starting to react, so that part is good. Now, what's not good is people like Mr. James out there who's acting up a crazy man, saying garbage that is not true and just being stupid, which I guess is, you know, it's kind of my own fault for opening my channel to just anyone. There's one. This may be a hybrid. He's a little bit bigger. Yeah. I bet this is a hybrid. Well, he looks like a yellow bass, but he's big. Let's see. No, that's got to be a hybrid. Yeah, that's a big old fatty. All right. That's a hybrid. Beautiful fish. It's about, I don't know, 10 inches long. He's not alone. There's a bunch of them. Hey, Fluke Daddy. I've been busting them up. Here they come up again. The ones that are out here. I'm really wanting to catch a couple of bigger fish, but it's a blast to catch these hybrids and these little yellow stripe, that's for sure. There they come. Ah, lost him. Here comes a little bitty one. Oh, he's on there. Oh, he let it go. All right, so let's see if I can see any bigger ones. Let's see if any of those are bigger. I can hear all the gulls in the background. It's so pretty. I'm in a group of good ones. There we go. There we go. This will be a hybrid. Let's see if we can get him in the boat. Look at that action, boy. Woohoo! He's coming in. Oh, man. Let's see what we got. This is going to be a hybrid. Or is it a drum? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's a drum. That other fish I caught was a carp. I think I kept calling it drum. But that other fish that I caught that was so big, that was the one I snagged. That was actually a drum. You reported me? Why'd you report me, Billy Compton? What did I do? Just out of curiosity. For what you did to James' brother? Well, Billy, I'm afraid to tell you, he's full of garbage. I don't even know that dude. Here's what I just caught. Big old drum. Fluke Daddy, if you're still on here, will you moderate and kick these people off that are being dumb? As I don't have the patience for it. Billy, why would I even answer you, buddy? There you go. Harassment and bullying. You've been reported. Hope that's what you wanted. There you go. You've been reported. So y'all just keep running your mouth and I'll just keep right on reporting you. That's fine with me. Some of these people are actually on here to have a good time, believe it or not. Bye, Billy. So Billy had to go bye-bye because he's being stupid. All right. Hopefully I've been able to catch every one of you that have joined and say hello. And I apologize for the people who are making just really stupid comments. Most of these people I've never met a day in my life. Michaela just being kitty. Toucher. Michaela. Michael just being a kitty toucher. What I'm catching is yellow bass, and I was going to show you one because one just hit right here. What I'm catching is yellow bass. Oh, shoot. Had him for a second. See if I can catch you one right here. Your brother made the name. Okay. All right. I won't hold that against you. I'm having some problems with people coming in here making some really terrible comments. So I'm a little bit on edge right now. None of them are true, of course, but I just, I want this to be a family-friendly channel. And so I just don't tolerate stuff. But I'm catching yellow bass, I'm catching striped bass, and hybrids. And what I'm trying to do are find some bigger fish right now, because it's starting to get to that magic hour when the bigger ones start coming up and feeding. Gosh, somebody's cooking out, and I'm telling you, it smells amazing. Oh, wow, I had a hit. As soon as it was going down, I wasn't ready for it. I'll have to tighten up my brake a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna put you on screen. Hello, Alexander. I'm gonna put you to where you're actually just kind of watching what I'm watching for a minute. So I'm kind of going back and forth between what's on the screen and what's on the live scope, what's out in front of me. Every once in a blue moon, I'll show people what I look. Damn, how you getting so many bites? The reason I'm getting so many bites is because I fish here quite a bit, and I know what these fish in this area are kind of doing right now. I'm looking to catch a hybrid that's fairly large. What I really want to catch are some striped bass, the big boys, the big ones. I'm really hoping to catch a few of the larger fish here in a minute. I'm definitely going to keep my eyes open, because here before long this evening, some of these fish are going to start getting really aggressive, and they'll start coming up towards the top. And the ones that come up towards the top, I might be able to catch, maybe not necessarily using top water, but something near the surface. So for right now, I'm just kind of, I'm getting ready to throw an Alabama rig, but I've been throwing a 2.8 Keitech. That's what I'm throwing right now. I kind of use a 2.8 Keitech as a way of figuring out what are these fish doing? Are they reacting at all? Are they interested? That 2.8 Keitech will catch every species in here with the exception of maybe a carp. And I snagged one earlier is why it was so funny. I'm gonna throw the Alabama rig for a minute. Because I see a group of big fish right now. And I would love to know if any of those are the striped bass that I'm looking for. Oh, there we go. I've got a few small ones coming. Oh, okay, I got one on the Alabama rig on the first throw. That's gonna be yellow bass. Yellow bass, yellow bass. Hello fish, where you at? That's a yellow. I'm just gonna keep looking. I saw a group of big signatures on my live scope, and I was really hoping I may have finally found a couple of the big striped bass. So far, nothing. Man, I wish you all could smell what I smell. Somebody here is cooking out, and it smells amazing. I hunt a little bit. I used to hunt a lot, and I've really kind of gotten to where I enjoy fishing more than hunting. What I love so much about fishing is a successful fishing trip to me is getting out on the water. And if I catch a few fish and throw them back in, fantastic. But I'm a winner either way. But with hunting, seeing deer is amazing and seeing the scenery is amazing. But, you know, ideally, if I'm deer hunting, what I'm trying to do is bring home a deer. And if you go find my channel on YouTube, Paul's Outdoor Academy, I have a couple of hunting videos on there, but I don't have many. I don't have too many. As a matter of, oh yeah, I do. I have a couple of shorts related to deer hunting. There's what I'm after, that group of fish right there. Those are small. I'm gonna try to outrun them. Yeah. I'm throwing that about 60 feet for what that's worth. In case you're wondering kind of like how far out am I reaching with this. Got some falling on it, but they're so small. Where are the big ones? Come on, guys. Let's get some big ones. Birds are out doing their thing. Salmon steelhead. Man, did you get to eat it? I bet that was delicious. A spike elk. Oh, that's cool. I live near the Smoky Mountain National Park here in Tennessee, and they released elk there quite a few years ago. But you can go up there where they're protected, and it's just amazing because they bugle. And you can actually watch them out in the fields bugle because they're protected there. They don't care about people being around. And it's just fascinating. They're so large is what is just so amazing about them. I got to say, so far right now, the 2.8 Keitech is outshining the Alabama rig, but it may kick in here a little bit. As it keeps getting a little bit darker, this Alabama rig might become just the thing they want. They're coming up towards it right there. Oh, I just missed one. I see a few bigger ones in this group. They're chasing it. Did you get to eat that steelhead? I bet that was delicious. That was a 75-foot cast. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm really wanting to catch one of these striped bass or rockfish, depending on where you're from. People call them different things. I'll try to go. I'm trying different speeds, slow, fast, pauses, no pause. They're coming up and checking it out. I mean, it's at least, the fish are at least looking around. Let's see, what else do we have out here? There's a whole bunch right there. Boy, look at all those fish. I'm gonna change up again and show you what I'm watching. These are all fish right here. That's my Alabama rig that's making that big line right there. And I'm gonna reel it and see if any of these fish will come up and grab it. You see them all coming around it and looking at it. I need them to actually come and smack it, not just look at it. Here comes a medium-sized one up off the bottom looking at this Alabama rig. Boy, wish he'd grab it. One hit it, but he didn't stay on it. Look at all those fish. All right, so I'm gonna try one or two more with this, and then I'm gonna switch over to something else. I'll probably switch to, there's one. Now, he didn't mess around with it. Let's see what this is. This guy didn't mess around right here. You see that fish that's orange that's coming on up? That's the one that's on my rod right now. I'm gonna guess it's a hybrid, but let's see. Feels pretty good. You'll be able to see him about the same time I will. Let me run him in front of the trolling motor. There he is. There we go. We can boat flip him even though he weighs 2.5 or 3 pounds. That is a big hybrid, guys and girls. Oh man. Woo. Heck yeah. Look at the size of that thing. Isn't that pretty? Fat. They're so pretty. Say thanks, Mr. Fish. Let's toss him in. Backflip. Oh man, so fun. Now that fish, you talk about fish that are hungry, that dude launched at this bait. He did not hesitate. I wish I had made a mark of where that specific group was because they came at it. They were not messing around. I'm gonna put you over here just a little ways. Isn't that pretty? It's just so pretty out here. For any of my regular viewers or watchers, you've seen this same scenery several times this year, but it's just so amazing. And there are still fish here. I've been traveling to all kinds of different parts of this lake, and I can't catch fish. Wow, I just had a hit. I just can't catch fish, but I come over here and I'm catching them. Now, I'm not catching any largemouth. I wish I knew where the largemouth were right now, but man, I'm just not catching them. Oh, here they come, buddy. Oh, here they come. They're looking. Oh, they're looking at it. Whew. Thought I had one for a moment. Let's see. I'll try to get you to where you're pretty much seeing the same thing I'm looking at, because it's, I don't know, kind of like the way, that way you know what I'm doing and you see what I see. I'm going over a group right now. They're definitely coming up and looking around. Nothing's hit it yet, but they're definitely checking it out, every one of them. Nothing. Hey, Beavis Brown. Beavis Brown, baddest man in town. Hope you're doing well. I have found some more fish that are ready to eat. Now I'm just trying to catch the biggest one out of the group. I'm catching the ones that weigh up to 2 pounds, but I still cannot. Oh man, he got off. Darn. Well, I had one for a second. They are all over my bait. Look at that. Come on, man. Where's the big dudes? I want the big ones. There's some big ones, but they're way out there. Somebody is cooking a hamburger or something around me, and I'm telling you, it has got me torn up. It smells so good. Wonder if I take these people one of these crappie or strop or something, if they trade me for a hamburger. Probably not. Okay, I'm gonna keep looking around. I'm trying to find the biggest fish that I can find to give myself the best chance of catching something bigger. I see some birds way over here to the left that are pretty active. Starting to get kind of cold. I'm gonna try a jerk bait. I've definitely caught some lately on a jerk bait. Oh, I think that was actually tangled up. It is. Let me get it back in here real quick. Okay, untangled itself. I'm gonna head back here where I see some birds diving in shallower water. I'm catching fish out here, there's no doubt about it. I'm having a great time catching them. Wow, just wrapped the line around the phone. That's not good, is it? Let's see if they'll react to this. I'm using a jerk bait. Yeah, they're coming up. Oh, there he is. He nailed it. He nailed it. He wasn't messing around. Look at that. He's not messing around. That's another hybrid. Or at least I think that's a hybrid. He is awfully yellow. I actually think that's just a really big yellow. I can't quite tell, but the size of him, maybe he is a hybrid. Beautiful fish. I'm not going to use this jerkbait too many times because the simple reason is that it's just, for one, it's dangerous to whoever's fishing with it, because there's 9 different hooks to come up. And I mean, they're definitely coming up. I'm watching them on my live scope. There he is. Oh, they can't resist it. I can definitely catch them on this, but it's dangerous to me. And I don't like the fact sometimes that when I get them in, they have so many hooks in them. I don't like that. Yeah, see, he's got a hold of it. Hello there, Jeff. Catching some, hey, guess what? I think this is what I'm after. It's just a very small one. It is. This is what I'm after, but it's a small one. Whoa, 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 calm down. Calm down, buddy. Calm down. Sooner you calm down, sooner I'll get you off here. So pretty. Stay here. Stay still. Just a minute. All right, a target acquired. This is what I am after. These are striped bass, but this one's a baby. I want one of these, but I want it in about 25 pounds. That is so pretty. You can see, if you've watched me catch very many of these, you can see how different it looks. It's long. It's real thin and narrow, but it's super long. This is what I'm after, but that is a baby. That is a very small striped bass. And I'm telling you what, they just can't resist this. Hello, 85, going fishing. 85, going fishing. They are hitting, man. I'm telling you what, they are tearing it up right now. It's best where I'm at right now in about the last hour of daylight. But once you find them, I'm going to show you what I'm seeing on my live scope. I don't know, I just think it's fun for you all to see it. Let's see, can I get you closer? Or is that it? I guess that is it. But I'll show you what I'm doing. There you go. You see those lines out there? I'm gonna throw my jerk bait. I'm gonna purposefully go past them. Try to get it down under the water. Now look at them. You see the lines coming up at it? Oh, there he is. There he is. They can't handle it. They can't handle it. He's on. He's on. What's he gonna be? Is it gonna be a striped bass? Is it gonna be a hybrid? I'm after those striped bass. This is a hybrid. He's a good size one too. Boy, you're pretty. Oh, he's pretty. Let's see. Ooh, calm down. Calm down, friend. Oh, that is a beautiful hybrid. Now, remember what that fish a minute ago looked like, and I said that's what I'm actually after. This is a hybrid. Look at the difference. Look at the difference in this thing. See how fat it is? See how tall it is? This is shorter than that fish I caught a minute ago, but it weighs 3 times as much. These are chunky, chunky, chunky. Thank you. Ah, oh, beautiful fish, man. Those hybrids really do fight good. Boy, they do. I love it. Yes, they really do fight. Ah, oh, man, I love it. What's so fun is watching them come up after this jerkbait. Part of me, I have a little bit of a struggle using this because sometimes it just hooks them so bad. But just to show you why I love it, you see those lines? Let's throw this jerkbait out there. And now let's just see if anything in that line of fish will hit it. There it is. Trying to run the plug, the boat, the electronics. They're all over it. They're just not hitting it. Did you see them all coming at it? Let's try one more time. Let's try for some of those a little bit bigger ones. Boy, the birds are out here going crazy. Let's see. Try to keep it to where you can see what I see. Right there. You see it? Right there. And you see that white line behind it? That's a fish, but I think he's pretty small. Yeah, those are fairly small. I'm wanting something big. Let's go back here and see if we can find some big ones. Now, earlier nothing would react to this, but I do think I spent a whole lot of time where there are carp, unfortunately, because I saw a bunch of big fish and I was convinced that's what they were. But Rockman, they're delicious. In Colorado, we call them wipers. They wipe your elbow out. Yeah, they sure do, man. I like that. I've never heard that. I like that expression. Let's see if, okay, so here's some out here under a little bait ball. So when I see them doing that, I feel pretty confident that they're in the mood to eat. If I see them right there with the bait ball, a lot of times it's kind of a no-brainer. I mean, they're feeding if they're in there. All right, let me get this out of the water. Oh, it was fouled up. I wondered why none of those came after it. It was fouled up that time. Man, my hand's starting to get cold. Dadgummit. Here we go. You see all those right there? See those fishies? Let's see if any of them are of the eating variety. We'll know here in just a second. There he is. There's my lure. Here comes a small one. Okay, nothing there. I'm trying to find the groups that are actively feeding. Now, last time I've been here with my brother, this last 30 minutes has just been crazy on fire. These fish come to life like you wouldn't believe. Here we go. You see that group? See this group right here? That's the ones I'm going to target. Now, the problem right now is they're far enough out there that I'm only throwing roughly where they're sitting, and so it's not going to go down deep enough, quick enough, probably to pull them out of there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take it out here before I get to the smaller fish, because now they're within range. Here we go. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can get those fish right in the middle of my screen to come up after this jerk bait. So far, nothing, huh? Nothing. See, just no reaction whatsoever. They didn't flinch, not a muscle. Okay, so maybe that specific group is either carp again, or it's just something that's just simply not going to come after a jerkbait. Let me look around again. I'm going to go in just a little bit shallow for a second. One thing I'm definitely doing right now is I'm keeping my head on a swivel. And the reason is because at some point, a few of these fish will probably start coming up feeding top water. And when they do, I'm wanting to make sure I don't miss that opportunity. So I'm just kind of keeping my eyes open. I just now got a whiplash on my rod, which I haven't had in a very long time. I don't know what just happened. What's happening, man? You may have to give me a minute to get all this straightened out. Oh boy, what a mess I've got. I got a big old backlash. I call it whiplash sometimes by accident, but it's a backlash. They give me whiplash. I don't mind telling you that. The birds are right behind me going crazy over something. I'm just trying to work through this backlash. Give me just a minute. I'm almost there. I think I got it. All right. What'd you do, dummy? Something tangled up somewhere. Okay, you all right? Yeah, looks like it. Okay, let's see. Where was I? I'm looking around to see if there's any fish coming up top water feeding. That's what I'm currently doing. Let's see what this group right here is. I see a pretty big group. What I want to know is if there's any of them that are hungry. Okay, I got some that are coming up now to the jerkbait, looking around at it. Oh, he got it. That one got it. This one got it. He's little. He's a little yellow when I think I sideswiped him. Oh boy, I got you, didn't I, buddy? Let's be careful and work with me here. I don't want to get a hook in my finger. No more than you want to get a hook in your mouth. Okay, I didn't show him to you, but he was really small. I just want to be real careful and not get something on my hand that's going to hurt. There's a pretty good group of large fish out here. I'm hoping at least one of those is a big old striped bass. Or striped bass, white bass. For the life of me, I cannot remember what they're called. Here comes some up after my bait. There's some looking at it, but they're little. I'm gonna go ahead and reel it fast and get it away from them. So I tell you what I'm gonna do is see, I thought I saw some bigger ones. There they are. Here we go. I see some bigger fish. Let's see what these are. Now, I've got a big group of fish and it's mixed sizes, the ones I'm looking at right now. Okay, let me throw the Alabama rig again because there's such a good sized group of them right here. Where'd the bigger ones go? Where'd you big boys go? Don't leave. I just got here. I had a really good sized group. All right. I'm back on the Alabama rig. I'm gonna try that again. It seems to me like the stripe, the ones I'm actually targeting right now, are actually hitting the Alabama rig better than anything. They're hitting right now. Nobody's managed to find the hook. I guess they're hitting my dummies. Right there. Ooh, well, almost. I almost had one. Let me find a bigger fish. There they are. I'm throwing that Alabama rig as far as I can throw it. And then I'm keeping it above their heads. Oh man, there's a bunch of them. Any one of you guys will do. Just grab it. We can see what you are. There comes a good one. Boy, if you hit it, we're gonna be good. Bam, bam, he got it. He got it. Look at that. Look at that. Whoa, wait a minute. That almost looked like a bass. Y'all see that, dude? Oh, what are you? You're a good-sized fish, whatever this is. Whoa, 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 what we got here? Is that a large? Oh my gosh, it's a big largemouth. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh. Look at this. Look at that bad boy. Look at that big son of a honking fishy do. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? That's every bit of 4 pounds. I believe that's going to be about 4. Let me weigh him really quick. $311, $310, $312, $311. Wow. I thought that dude was bigger than that. He's $311. That's 3 3/4 pounds. He was close to 4. Look at that. Man, I've been having such a hard time catching bass lately. So that is just a blessing right there. Look at the size of that. He put up such a good fight. Well, let me let him go real quick. Oh man, that was awesome. Oh, that was so awesome. Now I'm wondering, by any chance, is that all bass sitting right there in that group? This group that I'm watching, man, he just came right out of there and just nailed this thing. Anybody else in there hungry? Let's see. Oh, shoot, I had something else for a second. I am definitely interested now in that group. I've had such a hard time catching bass. And so that is awesome right there. Where'd you guys go? I think that was them right there. I'm gonna turn you back around so you don't have to see my ugly face. And toss this away out there. Oh man, that was amazing. I haven't caught a bass in quite a while lately. All I can catch are stripe. But boy, that was pretty. That dude just came right up out of a group and just nailed this thing. He had no problem hitting it and taking it. It's a big fish. I got a bunch of little ones chasing it right now. Thank you, 85 Goins Fishing. Man, that was amazing. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a fish. I cannot believe I caught that dude. I'm watching some more right now. Here comes one straight to it, man. Just didn't take it. Here's another one. Not hit it. They're coming after it. Got a good school of them following it, but just nothing hitting it. Let me get turned around. Here's another group. Oh, there's a good sized group right here. Let's see if any of these guys might just happen to be striped bass or perhaps just largemouth bass. Well, I gotta tell you, that's a good feeling right there. I just have not been catching any of them. Come on, come on. Come on, fishy now. Get on my hook now. Everybody catch a fish. I love one another right now. Nothing that time. Let's try that again. Man, that was so cool. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, I just had a hit and I was looking backwards. I was looking behind me. Man, doggone. Let's try that again. just barely moving it. I'm going so slow this time, but it's not doing, I'm not getting as much of a reaction moving it slow. I mean, they're looking at it. Small ones are looking at it. Now small ones are following it up to the boat. Where'd the bass go? Let's see. Y'all, I'm sorry to sniff every 5 seconds, but if you live in East Tennessee and you've been told that you live on the worst place on the planet if you suffer with allergies, then you would understand why I sniff constantly. Because I've chosen to live in a place that's going to punish me all the time. Oh, there's a good group right there. Come on. Anybody? Somebody? Is anybody home? I'm going to switch back to that jerk bait here in a second. I'm surprised that I didn't catch any bass on that jerk bait. Okay, I see. I'm still looking around for signs of topwater activity. Oh, I better get my butt in gear. I got to hit again. Okay, I see some stuff going on behind me. So even though these fish are active and feeding really well, I'm going to take a break from these. I'm going to put my boat in high gear, and we're going to go over here. You may or may not be able to see some of what I'm seeing on top water. I'm not sure, but I certainly want to get over here in case these fish are feeding very actively top water, because they were the last couple of times I've been in here. I think this is the third time now I've come in here late in the evening, and they've come alive right at dark. I may have 20 minutes or so left, but what I'm looking for, I wish I knew the best way to make it to where you could see what I'm seeing, but I'm looking for these ripples out here on the water. And it's not like there's tons of them. It's not like earlier in the year when I had you all at this exact same place and we were just seeing tons and tons of fish top water. You're probably not going to see that right now. What we're looking for is the few that are coming up. Now, like right here's a great example, right here in front of the boat. Do you see that little V shape going through the water? That's a minnow that has been injured. And there is a strap that's probably under it right now, just waiting to eat it. And he just hasn't done it yet. Any second now, that little minnow is going to be gulped, in my experience. And what you'll see right here in this general area, for some reason, I don't know, it seems like it's always right here, is they start coming up and feeding on those minnows. I don't know if they go through them and injure them and then come after them, or exactly what's going on, but it's always in this general spot right here for some strange reason. Okay, I see one out here. See that big ripple right there? Something came up and busted something right there. So I'm going to kind of stay away. I'll stay about 100 feet away from it. And now I'm going to start using my live scope. Okay, I got to slow the boat back down. I'll slow the boat back down a little bit. And I'm just going to watch around me for those little things coming up to the top. I'm definitely using my electronics right now. Just trying to see. If I can find any schools that are running around close to the top of the water is kind of what I'm looking for right now. I don't see anything yet. Let's see. So there was a bloop right there, and that's about where that one was on top of the water. When I told you, I said, yeah, see, did y'all just, oh shoot. If my camera had been pointing just a little bit further to the left, you would have just seen what I saw. You see that ripple between us and the dock? That was something that just came up and got gulped. And there's another one right now that's running on top of the water. Did you see that? That's what I'm talking about right there. That's a minnow that's been, I think it has been injured by a fish, and it's not quite dead, and they just come up on top of the water. Uh-oh. I got a hit real quick right there. Where'd you go? I thought I was gonna catch one for y'all. Something hit that really quick. But, oh, you see them out there? See those ripples? I think they injured these little threadfin shad. And then when the threadfin comes up to the top and just starts kind of trying to run from them, they just nail them. They come up and just eat them right off the surface. Just boom. I don't know if there's any one particular thing that will really get their attention right now, but I'm gonna, for the second, or for the minute anyway, I'm just gonna throw this Alabama rig. There was one just to the left of the camera. They get real crazy right here at dark and start feeding. See, they're chasing my Alabama rig right now, but they're just not. Get it, buddy. One hit it right there before I took it out of the water. But they're just not nailing it. All they're doing is they see it and they kind of follow it along, but they just don't hit it. I think you'd probably be better off with a singular bait when they come up and they're chasing these on top like that. There's one to my left. I'm literally just kind of trying to hang out in this general area. Where you at, guys? Come on. I'm still looking. It's about to get dark on me. I was hoping they would just all of a sudden come up and make one really good run right here where I'm at. So when they do that, it can get really fun for just, 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and you can really load the boat quick if you can catch them feeding like that. Forgive the waves, I'm currently having to dance. I'm trying so hard to catch one of these big 20-pound rockfish. I'm just not having any luck. But I still have caught some nice fish. That bass was beautiful. I could have sworn that bass was going to be at the 4-pound mark. He was beautiful. Big old dude. Let's see what we got out here. Anything? It looks to me like there's some out here laying around the surface. We'll find out if that's them. Oh, I just missed one. Did you hear my rod hit the camera? Boom! I didn't miss him that second time. You're on now. Let's see what we got. Maybe right here's the spot. What are you? You are a hybrid. He's a hybrid. Oh, goodness, buddy. Oh, my goodness. Calm down, man. Calm down. Just calm down. It's getting pretty dark. I hope that that's not the last one that you see, but that's a hybrid. It's just a small one. They're behind me busting, and I am trying to get a knot out, which is just how it goes for me every single time it starts to get good. Something happens. Does that happen to everybody else? Am I the only person on the planet that happens to? Finally. Yeah, they were feeding pretty good behind me, but I was too busy trying to get a knot out of my line. Let's see. You guys still out here? Still see a few out here in about 8 feet of water. Let me see if those guys are interested, and if not, I'm gonna turn around because they're back there behind me feeding really good. Let's go, let's go. I'm gonna turn around real quick because I'm starting to see quite a few behind me. There was a big group out there in a little bit deeper water, but right now I can see them all over the place behind me feeding. So let me make a cast over here real quick. At this point, I don't know if you'll be able to see them or not. They're out there, and they're pretty much right on the surface, I believe. The ones I'm looking at look like they are just below the surface. And the only reason I don't know if they'll hit this or not, because these, you know, if they're here trying to feed on injured minnows, obviously a big Alabama rig that's going 30 miles an hour is not injured. See some good ones out here. Now I'm having to go by sound because I can't see them. There's one right there by the boat. Oh, there he is, boom! Oh no, he got off. That was a striped bass, but he was small. He was another one in about the 1 to 2 pound range. Dang it, that was awesome. I actually got to see him right at the top come up and bust my bait. Wow, that was so cool. Oh, that was so cool. I know it's getting kind of dark. Trust me when I say it's darker for me than it is for you. Man, I wish I could have gotten that one because it was exactly what I'm after. Oh, here's right behind the boat. Let's see what I can do back here behind the boat. There's one. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. I've got one on. Let's see what he is. Is it the elusive striped bass? No, it's a hybrid. It's a good hybrid. Whoa, he's a big one. Good gravy. It's hard to boat flip these 2-pound straps. Ugh. Or 3. God, this dude's huge. This dude's huge. Look at this thing. Big old dude. Wow. So fun. Now, remember a second ago when I said every time they start feeding really good, I get tangled up? I just got tangled up again. But I already got it out, so that's good. Now, quick look. My hands are, unfortunately, my hands are really starting to get cold. So I don't have too many more minutes of this in me. But I am still fishing. Top water would probably work. We've tried a little bit when they're doing this. Daryl, to answer your question, I'm actually fishing just below the surface with an Alabama rig and catching them pretty good. Here's one right now coming up to chase it, and I'm about 6 feet deep. He went back down, but it looks like there's another one. No? Okay. Let me look around real quick. There was one behind me somewhere. There's some. If you keep looking around, eventually you'll see some that are actually on the surface. They're just kind of chilling. And in that case, I bet you top water would do pretty good. What I typically end up seeing right now is just groups, and they're still midway down. Some of them are on the bottom. Yeah. The ones I'm seeing now, look, there's some on top right there. Let me see if any of those would bite. They're back over here. What I need to do is just get over here and stay over here because they just keep coming over here to that same spot. There's one right there in front of the boat. There he is. Where are you fishing? I am in East Tennessee, and I'm on Watts Bar, and I'm pretty much in Kingston, if you know the area at all, Roane County. And what I'm doing is, as you can see right now in the very middle of my phone anyway, there's a disturbance in the water. And what I'm doing is I'm trying so desperately to catch like a big 20-pound rockfish, or you can call them, I think they're white bass, striped bass. There's one. You still on there? Oh, my brake slipped. What's that all about? How'd that happen? Why'd you do that? That's weird. My brake slipped when I set the hook. But I'm trying to catch these darn big rockfish. That's what I'm actually after. And the biggest thing I can catch right now, and for what reason I don't know, is I can only catch them at about the 2 to 3 pound range. I don't know when the last time was. Probably 2 years ago when I caught a good one. But I'm out here freezing my behind off because this is probably a really good time of the year to just kind of catch them out here on Watts Bar. A lot of people are catching them really good. I just can't seem to catch them. I'm getting hits right now, but they're hitting the dummy. I need one to actually get a hold of something with a hook on it. And then I got to get, because it's getting dark, was hoping to get one more. I've caught two, maybe. Actual what I'm after. Two probably of the striped bass. Or yeah. Let's see what's behind me. It's dark enough now that I can hear them feeding, but I'm a topwater fool. At least I'm fishing. You're right, man. I'm trying my best. Oh, I can hear them. I'm trying to find them. I can't even find the trolling motor right now. There it is. Okay, here they are. Here's something. Let's see. Let's see. Come on, fish gods. Let that man catch one. That's what I'm saying, Style Star Gaming. Come on. One more. One more and I can go to the house and feel like I'm a person. Come on now. They're out there in front of the boat. I'm looking for the best schools that I can find. If I can find a larger group of them busting top water, that's where I'll go. Okay, I see quite a few up here to my right and behind me. Let me run up here. Come on, man, come on. Y'all see the, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but there are ripples out here. I think I accidentally, oh shucks, Paul, what was that all about? That's not gonna help anybody to get all stuck. Let's try one more. Come on, man. I see a group out here right where I came to. Let's see if any of these guys are hungry enough to eat this Alabama ring. I'm still here. I know it's dark. I'm just trying to get one of these dudes. Come on, you got it. Get it. He's chasing it. You're chasing it. I think we can see better than you. Definitely can see better than me. I'm not even, at this point, I would not be comfortable driving my boat back to the dock if I didn't have my electronics. This phone picks up an amazing amount of light. It's just incredible. Thank you for the compliment. I got a new iPhone 16 recently. And for interestingly, took it and I hadn't had it 2 weeks and lost it at Chickamauga Lake out there fishing. Wait a minute, that was October, I think, when I lost it, but I'd only had it a couple of weeks. So the one I'm using right now is actually a replacement for that one. And by the way, just so you know, if they ever ask you if you want insurance on your phone, I started to turn it down. My wife said, no, you better get it this time because these phones are expensive. I've never done anything to a phone, but I dropped that one in the lake within 2 weeks. And so I'm really glad she talked me into it. Man, I know there's some fish out here. Why are you guys not hitting? Okay, there's a group right there. Let's see. I just need one of you all. Come on. Just one of you. Come get it. There it is. It's getting away. It's Pipa. It's a pizza. It's a good pizza. Come on. I'm fishing right where the water drops off to the deep, hoping maybe there's some monsters just sitting right on the drop. Come on. Here we go. I'm going right above their head right now. Nothing. Ah! Well, man, that was so fun. There for a few minutes, it got crazy. Woohoo! It's dark. Are you lonely tonight? Let's see, there's some that are closer to the top. Called Middlesboro. Yeah. Been to Pigeon Forge. Back home to northern Indiana. Yeah. My wife is from the, oh gosh. It's not Terre Haute, Indiana. Maybe it was Terre Haute. I think my wife was born in Terre Haute, Indiana. There's one that's up close to the top. And then there's a group that's down on the bottom. And what I'm going to have to do probably is just use the idle all the way back to the dock, because I'm not going to be able to run very fast. Oh, I thought I just had a big one. I think I was in shallow water. Or I did have a good one, and he had on one of the dummy baits. All right, this is going to be my last cast. I was born in Fort Wayne. Oh, okay. Yeah. Fort Wayne, Indiana. I'm glad to have you. Okay, so it is super dark. I'm going to have to idle back as it is to the ramp. Not safe. I'm going to get some lights on the boat real quick. And yeah, thank you. Hello, Iced over here in Kansas. God, I don't know how y'all do it. One of my work friends is in Minneapolis, and not Minneapolis, somewhere in Minnesota. I can't remember where. And all he does is tell me about how much snow they're getting. I don't know how. I don't know how they do it. I think I would just fail miserably in a super cold environment. Got a few chasing it. I was going to see if by any chance they'd grab it. But they're not going to. Okay. Last cast for sure. I can't even see the trolling motor. That's not good, is it? Okay. Here we go. I just need one of you guys. Come on, just one. I'm right on the fish. Nobody? None of you guys. No one? Oh, they're just, I don't know if it's too dark and they can't see it or what. Okay, let me turn the camera around. I don't even know if, yeah, I guess you can see me. I can see myself. Hey, thank you all so much for joining me for such a long video. And I really do appreciate it. And I'm going to continue looking for these darn rockfish or striped bass, whatever you want to call them. I bet it does stink over there, Daryl. I can't imagine. I know for sure I couldn't do it. Let's just put it that way. I'm going to keep coming out here and look for these fish. I bet my wife is going to call me any minute and say, why are you on the water when it's dark outside? And so if you're watching, my love, I'm sorry. I'm going to have glasses for sure now to see where I'm at. Okay, thank you all so much. Again, super, super appreciative of you all watching. And I'm going to head back to the dock. I'll try to do this again. Hopefully I don't have to wait till next weekend, but there's a pretty good chance I'm going to have to wait till next weekend. If I can get out once during the week, I'll let you know. But hey, thank you all so much. God bless. Check my channel out and watch us anytime you can see me online. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one. Take care and bye-bye.